My girlfriend said she was allergic to dogs. Her Instagram from 2018 tells a different story. So does the apartment she told me she's never been to. I found out because I wanted to surprise her. We'd been dating for 2 years and I was planning to propose. I knew she loved animals but always seemed sad that she couldn't be around dogs because of her severe allergies. So I started researching hypoallergenic breeds, thinking maybe I could find one that wouldn't trigger her reactions. That's when I decided to look through her old social media to see if she'd ever mentioned what specifically she was allergic to. Her current Instagram only went back to 2019, but I found an old account from college that she must have abandoned years ago. It was filled with pictures of her with dogs, golden retrievers, German shepherds, a husky she appeared to be cuddling on a couch, photo after photo of her at dog parks and pet stores and friends' houses, surrounded by dogs with no sign of allergic reactions anywhere. I felt confused at first. Maybe she developed the allergy later in life. It happens sometimes. I almost convinced myself that was the explanation, until I saw one particular photo from 2018. She was sitting in an apartment I didn't recognize holding a black Labrador puppy. The caption said, "My baby boy Duke, best birthday present ever." She had owned a dog. She had owned a dog and never once told me about it. I did something I'm not proud of. I reverse image searched the photo to see if I could figure out where it was taken. The apartment had a very distinctive exposed brick wall and an unusual vintage light fixture. I found the same light fixture on a real estate website. The apartment was listed for rent in a building about 20 minutes from where we lived. The same building where my girlfriend told me her coworker Amy lived. The coworker she visited every Thursday night for their weekly dinner and wine. I drove to that building on a Thursday evening and waited in the parking lot. At 6:30, my girlfriend's car pulled in. She got out and walked inside like she knew exactly where she was going. I followed her into the building and watched her take the elevator to the 4th floor. I took the stairs and made it just in time to see her unlocking apartment 4B with her own key. She didn't knock. She had a key. I stood outside that door for a full minute before I knocked. A man answered. He was holding a black Labrador that had gray around its muzzle now, but was clearly the same dog from the 2018 photo, Duke. My girlfriend appeared behind him, and her face went through about 6 different emotions when she saw me standing there. Shock, fear, guilt, and something else I couldn't identify at all. "I can explain," she said quietly. The man looked between us, clearly confused. "Babe, who is this?" "Babe," he called her babe. The next 30 minutes were the most surreal of my entire life. It turned out my girlfriend had been married for 7 years. The man was her husband. Duke was their dog. She had never been allergic to anything in her life. She invented the dog allergy so she'd have an excuse for why I could never come to her place and why she couldn't move in with me. The apartment I thought she lived in with a roommate was actually a sublet she rented just for show. She'd bring me there occasionally to keep up appearances, but she never actually lived there. Her real home was here, with her husband and their dog, Duke. I asked her why. Why date me for 2 years? Why talk about our future together? Why let me fall in love with her when she was already married? She started crying and said she loved us both, that she couldn't choose between us, that she thought she could keep both lives going forever. Her husband looked just as devastated as I felt. He had no idea about me either. He thought the Thursday dinners with Amy were real. He thought she was working late all those nights she was actually with me. I left them standing in their doorway with their old dog and their broken marriage. I blocked her number before I even got to my car. She tried to reach me through friends and social media for weeks afterward. I never responded to any of it. I found out later that her husband filed for divorce. Apparently he couldn't forgive her either. Last I heard, she moved to another city to start over somewhere fresh. I still think about it sometimes. How someone can look you in the eyes every day and lie about absolutely everything. How a fake allergy to dogs was the thread that unraveled an entire double life. I adopted a dog last month, a black lab mix from the shelter who needed a home. Every time I take him to the park, I think about how a simple lie about
Click the link on the homepage to watch the full follow-up for free.